Good morning dear student. Today I am delivering a lecture on classification of igneous rock. Now what is rock? Rock, a naturally occurring solid aggregate of one or more mineral or mineraloid. A very well known example is granite. Granite is a combination of biotite, feldspar and quartz mineral. Now what is igneous rock? Igneous rock comprise the bulk of the earth. They form by the solidification of magma or molten rock. Igneous rock may be divided into two categories: intrusive or plutonic rock crystallized from magma beneath the earth's surface, extrusive or volcanic rock crystallized from lava at the earth's surface. Chemical composition of magma depict that mineral may crystallize from it. The rate at which the magma cools, which is related to the depth and mode of emplacement, control the size and shape of crystal and its texture. Therefore, it is only natural that naming an igneous rock must take into account its chemical composition, mineralogy and texture. The diagram show a very well example of extrusive and intrusive rock body. Now, texture. Texture of an igneous rock is depending on the rate of cooling of melt. Slow cooling allow large crystals to form, fast cooling yield small crystal. Magma and their resultant plutonic rock bodies cool and crystallize slowly and are characterized by coarse grained texture, in which the mineral crystals are visible to the unaided eye. On the other hand, lava cools quickly at the earth's surface and are crystallized by fine grained texture, in which the crystals are too small to be seen by the unaided eye. Now, color. Color is a direct correlation between the hand specimen color of rock and its content of mineral, mafic mineral. The greater the mafic mineral content, the darker the rock. Based on color of the hand specimen, igneous rock are classified into melanocratic, mesocratic and leucocritic. Melanocratic rock are those rock which contain greater than 60% of mafic mineral. Leucocritic rock are those rock which contain less than 30% of mafic mineral, while the mesocritic rock are those rock which contain 30 to 60% of mafic mineral. Now, compositional classification. Compositional classification of igneous rock. Igneous rock may be classified according to the chemical mineral composition as felsic, intermediate, mafic and ultramafic, and by texture of grain size. Intrusive rock are coarse grained, while extrusive rock may be fine grained or glassy. Volcanic rock, especially felsic and intermediate, often have a porphyritic texture characterized by visible crystals floating in a fine grained ground mass. The image show the classification of igneous rock on the basis of chemical composition, that is felsic, intermediate, mafic and ultramafic. Acidic rock are those rock which contain greater than 66 weight percent of SiO2, while the intermediate rock are those rock which contain 50 to 60 weight percent of SiO2. Basic rock are those rock which contain 45 to 52 weight percent of SiO2, and the final is ultra basic rock. Ultra basic rock contain less than 45 weight percent of SiO2. The rigorous classification. Many different classification scheme has been proposed in literature. Among them, the one proposed by the International Union of Geological Science for plutonic rock is commonly used today. This classification based on observed proportion of mineral constituent. The IUGS classification of igneous rock is not widely used because in which rock mineral are often not discriminable. In the case of volcanic rock, classification scheme based on chemical or normative composition are generally used. The IUGS system requires that we determine a mineral component of a rock and plot the percentage of three of those components on appropriate triangular diagram to determine the proper name. Figure show triangular diagram are used. In this diagram, we clearly seen three component are present at the apex of the triangle and the mineralogical composition are calculated. On the basis of these, the mineral are classified. This is a IUGS classification system diagram in which the igneous plutonic rock are classified into three types: ultramafic plutonic rock, mafic plutonic rock and felsic plutonic rock. Mafic plutonic rock are dominantly composed of three minerals: olivine, orthopyroxene and clinopyroxene. Figures show IUGS classification of ultramafic rock in terms of olivine, orthopyroxene, clinopyroxene type triangle. Now, mafic plutonic rock are classified on the basis of model content of olivine, plagioclase and pyroxene. The last one is felsic plutonic rock. The model of proportion of quartz, alkali feldspar, plagioclase feldspar and feldspathoid are used to name various rock types. IUGS classification recognize a fundamental distinguish between rock that contain quartz and those contain feldspathoid. Feldspathoid and quartz are not compatible. They cannot occur in a same rock. Thus, IUGS classification has two triangles, QAP and FAP, which are shown to share a PA edge. In this diagram, we clearly show the QAPF at the apex of the triangle and the edge AP is shared by both sides. In the field, more general terms are often used. For example, a rock containing more than about 20% quartz is referred to as granitoid. As an extent mode allow a more precise naming of rock. For example, a rock will be called granite if it has 40% quartz, 40% alkali feldspar and 20% plagioclase feldspar, because it will plot within a granite field. The IUGS classification recommend the use of complex system of prefix based on detailed modes. However, such detailed naming is often unnecessary. This field is for volcanic igneous rock of IUGS classification, but this field is not so much widely used for the classification of extrusive igneous rock. There are number of classification of igneous rock available in the literature. Among these, IUGS task classification and Limerick classification are commonly used. Task stand for total alkali, that is Na2O plus K2O, and silica. Both are based on total alkali versus silica content of volcanic rock and have been shown to quite useful. In this diagram, the volcanic rock are classified on the basis of ratio of silica and alkali. Now, pyroclastic rock. The initial IUGS classification did not cover pyroclastic rock, but they were added in a later. If the chemical composition is available, this rock would be classified compositionally in the same manner as any other volcanic, but they commonly contain significant impurities, and only those for which the foreign material is minimal can a meaningful compositional name be applied. Pyroclasts are thus typically classified on the basis of type of fragment material or on the size of fragments. The diagram shows in here the triangle A is based on types of material and the triangle B is based on size of material. On the basis of these, the pyroclastic materials are classified according to the IUGS classification. Pyroclasts needs not be of volcanic origin. Some may be fragments of sedimentary or metamorphic country rock catch up in a violent eruption. To name a pyroclastic rock, determine the percentage of fragment that falls into each of the following categories. If the size of the material is greater than 64 mm diameter, then it is known as bomb or block, while the size in between 2 to 64 mm is known as lapilli. The size less than 2 mm is known as ash. So, these are the lecture delivered on classification of igneous rock. I hope you will like it. Stay safe. Thank you.